All right, me lovelies. Today we are going to do spiral review number 5, and we are going to start right off with the first question. And I'm on the wrong page. So what the first question says is compare the numbers 3/5 and 1/2. So I'm going to make my number line. I'm going to do the 0. I'm going to do the 1 in case I need to verify. So here's my 1/2. But then when I do fifths, I gotta try to be magical. And I'm gonna change the color so that I can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got it right. So 3/5 would be here. So that means that 3/5 is bigger than 1/2. 3/5 is greater than 1/2. Your second question, we are going to represent a temperature of 9 degrees below 0. So this is number 1. Number 2, you can type it as -9 because it is 9 degrees below 0. Okay, number 3, we start getting a little tricky because we are going to be working with our orders of operations. So if we're dealing with orders of operations, we are doing -2 times the quantity, 12 minus 8. Now you'll notice I'm flipping pages because I do not like to make mistakes, but we all know that it happens. -2 times the quantity, 12 minus 8, plus 3 to the third power, plus 4 times -6. Okay, so to keep my brain, I'm going to do my parentheses, exponents, MD, AS. This means parentheses. This means your exponents. Multiply, divide, add, subtract. By now, we should have those memorized. So we're going to deal with parentheses first. So parentheses first means I'm dealing with this. So I will rewrite it and take care of the first thing possible. So -2 times 12 minus 8 is 4. Then I'm going to bring the rest of it down. So I'm doing it one step at a time. This is important because when you get into your algebra and your pre-algebra, doing one step at a time is where you're going to mess things up. If you try to go off to the side and go around, it's a really easy way to screw things up. So we still have a set of parentheses right here. So we're going to do -4 times, or -2 times 4, and I get -8, and bring down, again, the rest of it. That's times -6. All right, so we got parentheses done. Now we're going to do exponents. So we have an exponent. The exponent is right here. So I'm going to solve that, but I might need a step. 8 plus 3 times 3 times 3, and bring down the 4 times the -6. So this is still an exponent. 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is 27. So that I underlined is 3 to the third power. I'm bringing that down and changing it and factoring it out. So I'm bringing down everything else that I haven't done. All right, so we've done our exponents. Done. Change our color. Now we do multiply and divide from right to left. So I'm going to underline where there's only 1. So I have to ignore the addition and subtraction. I'm going to bring down the -8 because I'm not doing anything with it yet. And I'm going to do 4 times 6. That changes into 24. So now we have done this one. The last step, I guess we'll do oranges. Addition and subtraction from left to right. So I'm going to go this way, okay? -8 plus 27. Well, that's different signs. It's positive and negative. So 27 minus 8. 19, and it's positive because 27 is further from 0. So 19 plus, bring down the 24. Now I'll do the last step. 353. Verify that my answer matches my other answer. It does not. Oh, so why? Where did Miss Beacon go wrong? Look where she went wrong. What did I forget? Do we see it? This is how a good mathematician will screw things up. So that means I have to go back and erase all of this. So those of you that scroll forward to get the answer, you don't know what I just did. So I have to do my multiplication step again. So we are back to this step. Negative 8 times plus 27, it does not change. But this changes. 4 times negative 6 makes this negative 24. All right, and now we can start that step again. Let's get it green. So now we are to addition and subtraction from right to left. Negative 8 plus 27 doesn't change. That is 19, because we did it earlier, plus negative 24. Now I have to think about this one. You can either do those two together, or you can see this is a positive 19. Over here, positive 19. And this technically is a negative 24. So they're different signs I'm going to subtract. And I get 5. But then I'm going to think, which sign was bigger? Which one was further from 0? The 24 or the 19? In this case, the 24 wins. So therefore, my answer is a negative 5. So I just want to point out that that is a very, very easy way to make a mistake. It is not that Miss Begin did not know how to do her orders of operations, but I could quickly figure out where my step went wrong because I did it one step at a time in that row. So you get to learn from my boo-boos. I'm sure we're good at it. All right, we are doing the last problem where we put the numbers from least to greatest in order. I'm going to change color because I'm not a huge fan of green. So these are our numbers. This is the fourth problem. Our numbers are negative 2.3, negative 2 4/5, negative 2 6/10. So this one's a decimal, this one's a decimal. I'm going to change this one to a decimal. So it's going to be 2 point something, okay? And since I have to do the something, that means I have to divide these two. So this is when you're allowed to go off to the side. This will be 4 divided by 5. Well, I can't divide any. I always blank out on how to describe that. But 4 times something does not give me 5. So I'm going to add the decimal point in the 0, and now I'm looking at 40 divided by 5. Instead of 4 divided by 5, it's 40 divided by 5 now. And that means it's 8. So 8 times 5 is 40. Bring down my 0. I'm good to go. There's no remainders. So that means that 2 4/5 is 2 8/10. Now I have to put them in order. So on my number line, these are negatives, so they're different. So this is my negative 3. This is my negative 2. So negative 2.3 will be here. Negative 2.6 will be here. Negative 2.8 will be there. So my biggest number, since it's it's saying least to greatest. So my least number is this one because it's the furthest from 0. So let's go back to here. So 2.8 is this, 2.8. So negative 2.8. Then negative 2.6. Then negative 2 3/10. But I have to remember this has to be written as a fraction. So it'll be 2 4/5. Negative 2.6. Negative 2 3/10. So this is the final answer. Remember to put a space. Remember to put a space. Okay, you guys all have a nice day. That is the last. No, it's not the last one. Darn it. One more. I'm just as eager to finish these as you guys sometimes. So let's go to the last one. All right, and that is 46 equals 6, negative 6t minus 8. All right, so our goal is to isolate this t. So the first thing that I'm going to do is remove this. And I'm going to do that by doing the inverse operation to both sides. So it eliminates this side. This side is left with 6t, negative 6t. 46 plus 8 is 54. All right. Our goal is still to isolate this t. So that means I need to divide, which is the inverse. I'm going to divide by negative 6. That leaves this gone. This side is left with t equals 54 divided by negative 6. Well, 54 divided by 6 is 9. And our tic-tac-toe, I have a negative and a positive. So my answer has to be negative. So this is your answer there. You will type it as such. I do believe. Yes, you will type it as such. Now we're done.